Alright, for this question we had to make a 3x4 matrix. So we're going to start by hitting this apps button. I hit this apps button and I go to data/matrix and I hit new. I scroll to the right, I change the data to a matrix, and then I go down to what I want to call the matrix. And I want to call this matrix matrix A. And how many columns does it have? Don't worry about my cat, she wants to go outside. How many columns do I want it to have? Rows. I want it to have 3. So if a weird number pops up, just hit alpha and then 3 again. How many columns? 4. And then I hit enter. And what does it say? It says variable or flash application in use. Well, this means that variable A is already being used as something else. So if we go back to home, cancel, and then home, and I hit A, alpha A, and I press enter, you'll see it's still set as that matrix from the last video, episode, whatever. So maybe I'm dead set on calling my new matrix matrix A. How do I get rid of this A matrix? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit second, and then this minus sign down here. And you're going to see that you'll get a list of all the variables that you've defined. Right now we only have one. Variable A is defined as something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete. So I'm going to hit this back arrow. And it says delete A. And I'm going to say yes, hit enter. Good. And now you see under this main section, there's nothing. Good. Go back home. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to apps, data, new, and then do everything all over again. And now we're gonna hit enter. All right, so now we're on the next screen and we're just gonna go ahead and enter all these values. So we have 4. I'm just gonna go down the first column. So it's 5, 2, 1, enter. 12, 5, 2. Sorry, they're like working on my roof or something like that. 3. Remember, don't hit the negative sign or the minus sign. Hit this guy right down here anytime we use a negative value. Enter. So 1, 3, minus 5, and then we got 12, negative 6, and oops, the last one, we got 5. Okay, so now let's go back home and then let's hit A. And look, A is now defined as our new matrix. So of course, what do we want to do with this matrix? We want to put into reduced row echelon form. So I hit second and 5. Go down to matrix and hit reduce row echelon form. Reduce row echelon form of matrix A. I hit enter. And I'll get a weird looking matrix. Right? So usually when we go into reduced row echelon form, we have a diagonal of 1s. Here on our diagonal, we have 1, 1, and then 0. So let's just take a glance at that last sentence. It says that 0 times whatever it was, x1, or 0 times x plus 0 times y plus 0 times z equals 1. So if you think about it, that last sentence says 0 equals 1, which is, I don't know about you guys, but that's definitely not true for me. So this matrix has no solutions.